Alright, kia ora, tēnā koutou, bula whanaka, and huhangted. Welcome back to another video on the channel here. I hope everyone's been well, keeping well, and I've been having some fun with the video uploads lately as well. We got the new Rugby 25 content there, the URC, the Northern Tour videos as well, the Autumn series, got that going on the channel. Of course, we got the Super Rugby series as well. And it was a good breakaway to get away from the commentary and the editing as well. It was good to get a little bit of a refresher away from the games. But big wins as well. Southern Hemisphere Rugby over the weekend. And of course early hours in the morning today for the Springboks. And it was good. Everyone, all the Southern Hemisphere teams played really well. And no, it's very good to see. We're going to cover a few things though in today's video. We're going to talk about the Super Rugby obviously and give a little bit of a recap of round 4. We'll talk about the channel memberships and all of that, the perks, and we've got the return of the Crusaders for round 5 of Super Rugby, and then we'll end the video with some channel analytics and your comments as well. Special welcome to the newer subscribers. Glad to have you here on the channel. Waka Takiari, Stops Family, Perky Rugby and Fitness, Puskasu Alex, and my MYKI98 as well. If I missed any of your names or any of your channels, I do apologize. Some users on YouTube are currently not visible. But welcome to an episode of the Offload where you get an update on everything happening on the channel, especially around the Super Rugby series for Rugby Challenge 4. So welcome. And well, as always, before we get started with the segments today in this one, a few announcements to go over. Big thank you to those who have been supporting the channel, especially our new and old subscribers over on Patreon and their hotspot exclusive, supporting the videos. I appreciate it. Big thank you to Wolf Gamer, John, if you're watching the videos. Big thank you to you, who John watches the videos quite regularly, and he's updated the Super Rugby standings for the series for you guys. So he's editing early hours in the morning just to bring that part of the content, and while it frees me up to write out the agenda for today's video. Quick reminder, we've just become a partner with YouTube, thanks to you guys. So now you'll see the super thanks button with the heart on the videos, and if you feel like showing some extra love and support for the channel, you can click that button to send a small donation my way as well. And of course it's totally optional, you don't have to, but it's a great way to help keep the channel going as well. And if you do send one, if you do send a donation my way, I'll be sure to give you a shout out in the next video and highlight your comments as well. Also, channel memberships are now available at just 99 cents New Zealand dollars there per month, and a much more affordable option than Patreon, which I like. It's the lowest I could go. So as a member, if you do purchase your memberships, you'll get a nice little badge there next to your name, which is basically your loyalist emblem. That'll just show how long you've been a member for. It will change each month. You'll get a different looking badge. You'll get priority replies by myself as well to your questions and comments, and so I'll make sure I notice you guys. I'll have your names displayed at the end of each video as well. That'll come a little bit later on as we get a few more members, and you'll have early access to all the videos before the general public, and even more things to come as well, like behind the scenes or when we go live. Plus improving the overall membership catalog, like the badges and perks in the future. But we'll get there in the end. But if memberships aren't your thing, then don't worry, because just watching the videos and showing up, supporting in any way you can, means just as much to me as well. So keep showing up and keep looking out. I do appreciate it. Alright, and as always, I'll try to keep this video around the 20-minute mark. I don't want to go for too long. and we'll get things firing and out of the way. So here we go. All that's out of the way. Let's get into it, into our first segment here. The Chiefs on top of the Super Rugby table. Round 4 just wrapped up, and what a round it was as well. Round 4 Super Rugby flew by pretty quickly. Though, to be honest, I didn't have much to do with the editing or the commentary for that one, which definitely helped to speed things up a little bit. But what a round it was, especially if you're a Chiefs fan, because they're currently sitting at the top spot there of the competition. But before we dive into it any further, speaking of round 4 Super Rugby, here is a little recap of the round that's just gone and how it went down, just in case you missed it. Here it is. First game of round 4 saw the Chiefs host the Blues in Hamilton for this one, and the Chiefs came out strong there. Damian McKenzie sparking early pressure, and a turnover in the Blues 22 allowed the Chiefs to build momentum. Sean Stevenson busting through the middle of the Blues defense that led to a try through Samisoni Takiaho, putting them up 7 points to 0 over the Blues. Despite a few promising breaks from the Blues, their attacks were repeatedly shut down by the Chiefs' defense, with Sean Stevenson making key tackles on Caleb Clark and Rico Ioane. The Blues couldn't capitalize on a strong run from Finlay Christie, and a penalty just before halftime left them trailing 7 points to 0. The Chiefs dominated the second half though, scoring their second try early after a strong scrum and slick backline plays. McKenzie, quick thinking, powerful running, extended their lead to 14 points to 0. The Blues struggled to match the Chiefs' intensity, putting 31 points on the board, and the game looked like it was going to be a complete wipeout for the Blues. But they managed to get some points after the final whistle with a successful kick by Beauden Barrett to get them their 7 points. The game ended with the Chiefs completely dominating the Blues though, 31 points to 7 there to seal the win. Game 2 headed down to Windy City, the capital of New Zealand there, as the Hurricanes took on the Western Force. And while the Hurricanes cruised to a 35.7 victory over the Western Force, controlling the game from start to finish with strong tackles, quick passes, and relentless pressure, they shut down any hopes of a Western Force comeback. The Hurricanes forwards dominated the set piece, and their backline capitalized on every opportunity, scoring 4 tries, 3 of which belonged to the star of the game, Hurricanes prop Siale Loaki. Despite a few handling errors, their attack was sharp and the defense was rock solid, keeping their opponents scoreless. By halftime, the Hurricanes were comfortably ahead 28 points to 0. After the second half, though, the Hurricanes strike again with another try before the Force went over to .1 as well deep in the second half. It was clinical, all-around performance with the Hurricanes showing their class in every way of the game, and they went on to go and seal the win, 35 points to 7. This game headed to Canberra Stadium there as the Brumbies triumphed over the Rebels 28 points to 21, capitalizing on multiple turnovers and dominated set pieces. The Rebels struggled to retain possession with numerous handling errors and turnovers costing them dearly. The Rebels opened up the scoreboard, but then a reply from the Brumbies, scoring with a try through Andy Muirhead and added another shortly through Wallaby fullback Tom Wright, taking the lead 14 points to 7. Their defense was solid as well, and they scored 2 more tries to secure the bonus point. Despite some promising moments, the Rebels couldn't recover from their errors, and the Brumbies sealed the win with a clinical finish. The Brumbies were strong in the scrums, physical at the breakdown, and precise in attack as well. The Rebels will need to address their ball control issues with the Brumbies' confidence and well-rounded performances. Game 4 headed to Queensland, and as the Reds hosted the Fijian Drua, and it would be a tough game as well. The Drua claimed a hard-fought victory there, 20 points to 14 over the Reds in a tight and physical match. Early on, the Drua capitalised on Reds' handling errors with a well-executed try to put the flying winger Taniela Rikuro over the chalk, and a flawless conversion from Valentini to take the lead 7 points to 0. The Reds responded with a try of their own in the corner for Suliasi Vunivalu, the danger man, but the Drua's defence held strong, shutting down multiple attacking opportunities. In the second half, the Reds came back strong but were undone by more handling mistakes and missed tackles. A crucial penalty extended the Drua's lead to 17 points to 7, and though the Reds scored late through McDermott, they couldn't close the gap on the Drua. The Drua's defense and clinical finishing were key, while the Reds' inability to maintain possession cost them the game. Final score, the Fijian Drua 20 points to 14 over the Reds, a well-earned win there for the Fijian Drua in a competitive match. Game 5 saw Munster taking on the Highlanders, and Munster claimed a hard-fought victory there, 10 points to 7 over the Highlanders in a tense, error-ridden match. Both teams struggled with turnovers throughout, but solid defence and effective counter-rucking kept the game tightly contested. The Highlanders had several opportunities but were repeatedly halted by Munster's robust defensive lines. It wasn't until late in the match that the Highlanders broke Munster's defence, with Taniela Talia finishing off a well-executed try. Munster had been scoreless for most of the game, but came alive in the final 10 minutes. A breakthrough try by the Frenchman Antoine Frisk, followed by a successful conversion, levelling the scores to 7 points to 7 with under 10 minutes to go. With the game locked at 7 all the time running out, the Highlanders' lack of discipline, particularly from the captain, proved costly. Munster took full advantage, slotting the penalty kick in overtime to seal the win. Final score of Munster 10 points to 7 to the Highlanders, a hard-earned victory for Munster in a game defined by defence, turnovers and crucial moments. The final game of the round saw Bristol Bears hosting Moana Pacifica, and we knew this one was going to be a tough one as well, as Moana Pacifica triumphs 24 points to 0 in a hard-fought battle against the Bristol Bears as well. Both teams showed strong defense and physicality, but the Pacifica capitalized on key moments to secure the win. The first half match was intense from the start, with both teams exchanging powerful tackles and turnovers. Moana Pacifica struggled with line-out issues, while Bristol Bears' defense kept them at bay. Despite some explosive breakaways, neither team could break the deadlock as they entered halftime tied. Second half, Moana Pacifica found their rhythm early, scoring a try through Danny Tuala with a strong running line and good phase play. Bristol Bears, plagued by turnovers and poor discipline, failed to capitalise on any attacking opportunities. Moana Pacifica added another try and sealed the victory with a late penalty. And despite a late surge from the Bristol Bears, the Moana Pacifica defence held firm. Final score, Bristol Bears 0 and Moana Pacifica 17 points.
It was a brilliant...
Wow, what a round, and what a round it was as well. I know those recaps went by pretty quickly, but the Chiefs, man, I thought the Chiefs were outstanding in all aspects of their game against the Blues. I mean, their defense was suffocating, consistently turning over the ball, and while their attacks were clinical as well. Damian McKenzie playmaking was to perfection as well. The forward pack was dominant, and the Blues, though, on the other hand, just struggled to get any momentum early, and despite a few flashes of brilliance there by the Blues, they were ultimately overwhelmed by the Chiefs' physicality and precision. Moving along there, hopefully I'm not going too quickly, but Australian teams are making strides in the competition so far. Australian teams are holding their own this season, which is good to see. Some positive performances mixed with some few bad ones, a few near misses. But I was back in the Reds against the Drua in round 4, especially after the heavy loss they suffered against the Waratahs there. Big loss, but the Reds bounced back well. I thought they played really well overall. In particular, Tate McDermott was outstanding for the Reds. The scrum half's defensive work especially continues to impress. The Brumbies, though, are also looking really strong in the competition, sitting comfortably in 4th position after their win against the Rebels. It's great to see both Brumbies and the Reds in the top. This gives the Australian rugby team something to cheer about, rugby fans something to cheer about. There's also been some consistencies from the Wild Knights there from Japan, who didn't play this round but managed to maintain their spot in the top 8 as well. All things considered, though, it's refreshing to see a diverse mix of teams from different countries there in the top 8 this season, rather than your usual dominance from the New Zealand sides. So it's good. It's good for the competition, and it's exciting to see how the rest of the season. It's going to be exciting to see how the rest of the season unfolds. Moving along, though, the Crusaders are back. They are back in town, and it's great to see the Crusaders back in action for round 5, coming off a bye week. And it's been a while since we've had a Be a Pro game, and so I'm definitely looking forward to it this week. We're taking on the Melbourne Rebels, and it's going to be a bit of a challenge as well. The Rebels are a young side and not many experienced players, but they definitely got the heart and will no doubt come at us pretty hard come game day. As I approach the game against the Rebels, though, one key focus for me is just to keep cool, get over the advantage line, maintain pressure, put the ball to air, and just maintain possession down their half, down the opposition half. From there, we can work on our set plays and maybe bring in a cross kick into our play, and continue the game to flow for us. Super Rugby memberships, or channel memberships I should say, are available now, offering exclusive early access to all the games on the channel. All the games at just 99 cents New Zealand dollars. So it's pretty good, pretty affordable option for those who want to get in on the action first. For those who prefer to watch later, though, there will be a delayed broadcast, so everyone can watch the games a little later on. But memberships will get priority, and of course the commentary for myself will come back into round 5 as well, so don't miss it. If you're interested, the buttons are there. You'll see it. It says join, and then you can join as a member on the channel. But that's all for that. This video might be a little bit shorter. I'm trying to time myself to see how far I go. But and of course, to finish off the videos, we're going to go through some of the analytics on the channel. This week we hit a great milestone with 4.5 thousand people tuning into the videos, which is always good to see. Huge thank you to those who have been watching the videos. A lot of the new subscribers and viewers came in on the newer videos there from Rugby 25 and the International Rugby Series. And of course the Gallagher Premierships and the URC. So it's awesome to see. It's awesome to see the audience growing and the channel growing and increasing, and very cool. I appreciate it. Top countries viewing the videos at number 1, and still number 1 there. South Africa leading the way, 25%, and they're always on top here, South Africa. Second place, though, is UK. Have dropped New Zealand out from second spot, and the United Kingdom has taken it at number 2, 22%. New Zealand there coming third, and Australia fourth, with the USA there in fifth position. So thank you to the South Africans that are watching back to, the videos. those from United Kingdom, as well as my Kiwis as well. And I appreciate all the support there. The top countries, the top cities watching back. Number 1 is Cape Town. Cape Town, mostly I would say All Black supporters from Cape Town, which is awesome to see as well. Auckland, 2nd place. 3rd is London, UK. 4th is Christchurch. So that's awesome to see. Pretoria, South Africa, and 5th position. So shout out to everyone from South Africa, New Zealand, of course, and UK. Awesome to see. More stats for the channel there. 83% of the viewers are non-subscribers. So 83% non-subscribers. If you keep coming back to the videos and you find yourself coming back to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out a lot, and you won't ever miss a video from us as well. 16% of subscribers are watching back, and I appreciate you. 60% subscribers watching back the video. So thank you so much for your support, your continued support. It means a lot to me, and it's great to see the loyalty, such loyalty from the community as well. And of course, to wrap up our video for today, our final segment here, your comments, some of your guys' comments and questions we'll go over. One is from Waka Takiari, who asks, how do you get the kits? And he's referring to, he posted on one of the NPC games. So the kits, I've already replied to the comment and gave the links to the mods that I use, and you do have to be on PC. I get the kits through the rugbyforum.com, and what I'll do is I'll send the exact link to the download where you can get the kits in the description or in the comment section for you guys to see if you're interested. So they're available there on PC only. And so thank you for that question there, Waka Takiari. Ben Mikado asked if I could do a game with Ulster at Kingspan Stadium, please. I think I already replied to this comment as well, but I'll be playing the URC competition out as it goes along. We've got the recreation series, so Ulster should be able to show up in those games as well. The URC will continue on the channel. I think it's gone through a bit of a break right now, and we'll return a little bit later on. And when the competition does continue, we'll upload the videos accordingly. Tristan Titus says the commentary sounds nice, referring to Rugby 25, but they must work on the players' facial looks and more animations like in Rugby 08, like pushing and shoving fighting would make the game more fun. Yeah, I wouldn't condone fighting, but it would be cool to see some of those animations in the games as well. I think it does need a bit more animation in the game. Even like maybe the tackling or the running up, your rucks. I'd like to see a bit more animations around the tackling as well, like big hit-ups. There's not really any big hits tackling in the game, so it'd be good to see. But yeah, more animations. I agree definitely. And Wolf Gamer, he asks, what's good, bro? How are you? Great win for the All Blacks. 100 days till Super Rugby kicks off. And man, Super Rugby's gone around, come around quite quickly, and it's almost about to get underway once again. Of course, the All Blacks, they're going to go through their break as well, and then we're going to get ready for pre-season, and then the Super season will get underway. But yeah, All Blacks, I'm so proud of the All Blacks. They're playing really well, did really well. England and Ireland, those games, all the other teams as well. Argentina, Los Pumas. Australia had an awesome game. I woke up to watch that one 5 o'clock in the morning. I watched the Wallabies, and that was an awesome watch as well. And of course the Springboks against Scotland. and as well as Fiji taking on Wales as well. So it was a good weekend for, it was a good week for Southern Hemisphere international rugby. Very beautiful, great to see. But that's about it. That's about all I have for this video. I think we might have gone a bit longer than we should have, but yeah, there's a lot of things to share in this one. And as always, you can reach me out on my socials. We've got TikTok there in the links, Patreon there. We'll have some more stuff coming in the future, behind the scenes and things like that. But for right now, memberships will be mainly promoted here on YouTube through YouTube channel memberships. If you'd like to join, it's there as well. And we've got other things to look forward to in the future. We've got the internationals, the autumn series to continue on. If you guys want to keep up with that series, we've got Super Rugby Round 5 coming up, and as well as the URC in the future as well, Rugby 25 content. So that's about it. I got my email down in the description as well. If you'd like to send me a message as well, you can send me a message over on TikTok. And that's about it though. Coming up next, Super Rugby continues in Auckland, where the Blues will host the Queensland Reds for that one. The Chiefs are in a bye week, so they won't have a game. And I hope to see you all there in round 5. Don't forget, channel memberships are only 99 cents. They're available, and super affordable way to get early access to special perks and things like that. It's a great way to show your support and loyalty to the channel as well, and I really appreciate it. If you enjoy the videos, make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and do all that good stuff. I've seen a lot of people sharing the videos, which is awesome. If you're one of those guys who are sharing my videos, I appreciate it, and thank you very much. It really helps the channel to grow, and we can see it. But thanks again for your support. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, be well, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.